watching Money9, India's first multilingual platform for personal finance from TV9 News Network. I'm Sakshi Batra, and today on our show, we are celebrating International Women's Day. Here's wishing all our women viewers a fabulous day and year ahead as well. On this day, we are going to be speaking to all those women who have achieved a lot in life, who inspire us from every walk of life. Joining us on this special show is none other than Anu Jain, who is a senior partner and head equity brokerage at IIFL. Welcome, Anu. Thank you very much for joining us on this special show, and here's wishing you a very happy International Women's Day.
A very happy Women's Day to you and all your viewers today.
Anu, it's also a pleasure speaking with you, especially because you're one of the few women who joined the stock markets and technical analysis at a time when there were very, very few women. You've led the way for us and showed us the path that stock markets is not a place which is only for men. So thank you for showing us the way for sure. Now, more and more women we see are actually focused towards career and self-growth as well. But I want to begin by understanding from you, have they also become as aware and are taking charge of their finances?
I really don't think I did it as an inspiration, but yeah, at that time it was a challenge because it was a boys' club. And I still remember, as I was discussing with you earlier, that the ring was, it was like a second-class local at that time. To enter it used to be a problem. A lot of us who were new at that time would wait out, and actually pass on some of the orders through some of the male sub-brokers at that time. But yeah, when the NSE started the digital section and it was all on a laptop, life became much easier for anybody, whether we were, a coy woman or just someone who didn't like to kind of push your way through the exchange.
Anu, we all always talk about women empowerment, but I want to ask you that what place does financial empowerment has in it?
So I could take you back for sure, but one place where I don't agree is that there are not enough women joining. I think the younger generation, a lot of women are joining into the industry, whether it's in the stock market, whether it's as wealth managers. I definitely believe that women are very good at this. I have seen my colleagues at my workplace, as well as friends who do similar or same businesses, do a very good job of it. And I don't think you can really compare in terms of whether you are a male or a female. I just think that it is the temperament where we learn to balance many things that helps us in our experience to manage money as well. So I think women make very good money managers from whichever aspect. In terms of how things are different, well, I think, what it was in terms of technology, in terms of physical presence, as I was talking about the ring, not that I really entered, I would, I made somebody else take the badge because I think I couldn't, hustle and jostle between that. But yes, getting trades done. There used to be patavats, which used to be 15 days long. We had a FNO system, which was very different, called the Badla system. So things are much different. I think anybody who wants to see that, I actually, in one of the vacations just now, saw the movie on Harshad Mehta, and that was a very good revision class of what it used to be at that time. So if you want to see how things were at that time, that serial did a very good job of it. But yes, technology, the way NSE has over the years kind of brought in LinkedIn all over the country. So at that time, we used to get orders from different cities coming to Bombay to transact on the BSE. So we had clients who would call up from Delhi, clients who would call up from various places which had these regional stock exchanges. Now it is one big marketplace. The liquidity is much better. Transaction sizes are much bigger. In fact, this lockdown, if nothing, provided this market to boom even further in terms of volumes, not in terms of market or where we scale, that is secondary, but the kind of volumes we handled during this entire period, with most of the offices working from home, with a lot of staff working from home, I think that was something to be proud of for India. Irrespective, I think we managed the lockdown very, very well.
And what would you say to all those women who have an interest in investing in stock markets, but again, they're not sure, they do not have enough knowledge about stock markets? Should they really get that knowledge and get going on their own, or should they park their funds with the experts such as fund managers? What would you say to them?
I think to start with, if you feel that you are not so equipped to do it on your own, definitely reach out to a wealth manager and now you have wealth managers working with each category. So your people, even if you have a certain very little expendable amount, they can help you out with that. Apart from that, now there's so many portals on which you can learn. Each TV channel, each newspaper has its own portal where you can learn about it. And I think what I have, in fact, on many forums advised is, if you feel that you are not equipped, start with a paper portfolio. So you can actually draw up what you want or what you think you would like to buy today, whether it's mutual funds, whether it's direct stocks. You can take the NAVs, they're very easily available. Prices of stocks are available on many sites. NAVs for mutual funds are available on many sites. You can, for about 3 months to 6 months, depending on how much time you have, start running a paper portfolio. And it's actually when you take decisions, that you really know that you have made mistakes or you went right. And I think it's a folklore in the stock exchange that you only learn with mistakes. So I've seen every new investor learn at certain costs. So I don't think anyone should be scared to make a mistake, because those mistakes actually teach you how to kind of handle your money better. So I think the best way is that give yourself 3 months to learn by actually starting a paper portfolio.
And do you actually think that investing in stock markets can help women to be empowered financially?
Well, I definitely think so. Only thing is, a lot of people think that stock markets are meant to kind of trade, and I think that that labeling of the market is not something that I agree with. The various segments of this market, there is a place for everybody. The safest segment is when you invest for the long term, whether you're using the mutual funds, whether you're using PMSs, AIFs, or whether you're doing direct equity on your own. The idea is that I definitely feel, whether it's a boy or a girl who is stepping into mature ages beyond 20, where you start making your money, your first money, I think you have to start at that time. It is a very big balance between spending and enjoying that money today, and starting to save and using that to increase your lifestyle later, or secure your lifestyle later, to buy bigger assets like home, cars, whatever they may be. So what our advice when I am dealing with younger people is that, start saving from day one. Don't wait that it'll be a particular time or a particular salary after which I will start saving. I don't think that is the proper way. There is no right time to begin, and there is no right asset class to begin. I think every person should start doing that as soon as they start earning their first money.
What would you say to those women who are earning now, but they still are not sure of what to do with their money? How would you suggest that the women of today begin by creating a wealth-generating portfolio for their long term?
I think, to start with, if you feel that you are not so equipped to do it on your own, definitely reach out to a wealth manager. And now you have wealth managers working with each category. So your people, even if you have a certain very little expendable amount, they can help you out with that. Apart from that, now there's so many portals on which you can learn. Each TV channel, each newspaper has its own portal where you can learn about it. And I think what I have, in fact, on many forums advised is, if you feel that you are not equipped, start with a paper portfolio. So you can actually draw up what you want or what you think you would like to buy today, whether it's mutual funds, whether it's direct stocks. You can take the NAVs, they're very easily available. Prices of stocks are available on many sites. NAVs for mutual funds are available on many sites. You can, for about 3 months to 6 months, depending on how much time you have, start running a paper portfolio. And it's actually when you take decisions, that you really know that you have made mistakes or you went right. And I think it's a folklore in the stock exchange that you only learn with mistakes. So I've seen every new investor learn at certain costs. So I don't think anyone should be scared to make a mistake, because those mistakes actually teach you how to kind of handle your money better. So I think the best way is that give yourself 3 months to learn by actually starting a paper portfolio.
And in the end, Anu, I want to understand from you, what is your outlook on the markets right now? We have already crossed an unprecedented year, but the markets have shown a whole lot of resilience. But where do markets go from here? And for all those women who want to begin investing right now, is it the right time for entering into the stock markets, and how should one really proceed?
So last year, this time, our EPS for this March was about 510. We cut it by 20%, and we've come back, to almost the same levels. In terms of PE levels, it looks expensive, but this has been an exceptional year for us. There's been a lot of liquidity which has flown in from the FIIs. It's been fairly volatile also, because with interest rates rising in the US, the last 10-12 days have seen very volatile sessions all over the world. And I think volatility is here to stay, because we are facing things which we've not really faced earlier. However, especially in India, the way our corporates have reacted, the way they have handled this situation, I would say kudos. We seem to be on a path of recovery, and I think it's the time where you're going to see cyclical shine for the next 2 to 3 years. So yes, for the first time in many years, we have changed our portfolio profile. We've gone more cyclical. We've gone to infra. We've gone to commodity stocks. We've even gone into some of the government PSU post the budget. So the portfolio profile has changed. I am not saying that it's going to be a one-way rise, but I would say I'm bullish for the next 3 to 4 years, given the way the government has reacted and the private enterprise has reacted to the situation. I think we would probably be seeing 3 very good equity years to come.
Well, Anu, it's been a great pleasure speaking with you on Women's Day. Here's wishing you a happy Women's Day yet again, and hope to speak to you on many more occasions on Money9.